Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and this one is gonna actually be a pretty quick video. I actually wanted to show this because I had saw this power bank, a smaller version of it on Kickstarter, but I wanted to see if it was something I should get, so I tried the bigger version first, and that is what you're gonna see here. It is a very powerful power bank. From what I saw, it's by a company called AOHI. But let's take a look at it together to see if it is worth something that you should explore, or if you should go maybe look at the smaller one that just came out. So right away, let me go and get this package off. Okay, so right off the back, it come like this. You can see it has the clear plastic on it. So let's go ahead and remove that as well. Okay, so taking the plastic off of it, come in this big old black and yellow box. I love the aesthetics of it. Black and yellow looks pretty dope. I think all of their devices are in the same colorway, black and yellow. But as you can see, has Future, has some words on there as well, but you can't necessarily see unless I put it on the side. Future Starship, 240 watt power delivery, 3.1 power bank. It does enable fast charging, but we will test that with my Pixel. And it has 27,600 of energy, or in other words, how much you can use to charge your phone. Now, the one that comes out on Kickstarter, which I believe is already out, only had 10,000. So this one has 27,600. The other one has only 10,000. So just keep that in mind. A little bit smaller when it comes to how much energy it would be able to charge your phone, but you could always just charge the power bank back up. So that's not a real problem. Opening, you get this one, the cable and manual at the bottom. So I guess it just tells you that. Let me move that out the way. Is there anything else in here? So far, that is it. It just simply slides out. But I guess I showed this one if you want to pause the screen to take a look. Again, it's the 3.1 power delivery, 240 watt fast charging. And it has the 27,600 milliamps. It says it's a large capacity, and it has a smart digital display, which the smaller version does as well, that just came out on Kickstarter. And it has a safety and visual charging state. So it'll tell you amber for fast charging, blue standard charging, green for trickle charging. In other words, barely any charging. And let's see, is there anything else in here? I feel like there's something in the bottom I'm feeling. So let me just pull these. Maybe this comes out. Okay. I think it's tight. All right, so after you remove this, I guess you just gotta wiggle it out. There is nothing. But if you look at the bottom of it, there is a little mini box. Like how they tried to hide it in there. All right, if you open up the box, which, man, I'm messing this box up. All right, so if you open the box, what you will find is got some booklets. If you don't know how to use this, definitely you have the little booklet there. And it also comes with a cord. So this is a 140 watt cord. So this is pretty good. I may actually use this one just to see if it works better with the cord that is assigned. Plus, my recent one broke, so I needed a new one. So this may come in handy. So I put this one off to the side. Usually I don't even use these ones, but this time I will. All right, so we can move all that to the side, just really quick, boom. And then we have this, the AOHI. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but hey. So this, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think it was gonna be this chunky. And I'm guessing the smaller one may be like half this size, but it's supposed to have a smart display. On the bottom, it has a USB Type-C, 1 and 2 output, and then a Type A. Now keep in mind, it doesn't mean that each one of these will be 240 watts separately. All these will equal 240 watts together. So let me just pull it up here. Okay, so here's what you'll see like on Amazon to kind of give you a better understanding. Let me see if I could, there we go. Can I open this up a little bit more? Nope, okay. So when you're looking here, if you look right there, so on the USB 1, which would be the top portion right here, as you can see this one, at max will be 100 and, get a little bit closer in case you guys can't see, will be 140 watts. The one below that one, which is still Type-C, that one will be 140 watts as well. Sorry if you guys can't see that. For some reason, it's not focusing well from a screen to another screen. But so these two Type-Cs will be 140 watts separately. So each one will pack 140 watts max that you could charge, so fast charging. And then when you look at the Type A on the corner here, the Type A will be 22.5 watts. So if you use a Type A, this will only be 22.5 watts. So all these together will be 240 watts. But again, keep in mind that it's not going to be separately. So you can't charge this one and it'd be 140 or, I mean, 240. And then this one by itself will be 240 and this one itself by 240. No, they all will work together. So if you charge them all together at one point, 240 watts, but separately they have their own charging max capabilities. 140, 140, 22.5. Just throw that out there because I know sometimes it may seem a little bit confusing when you get these ones and it doesn't necessarily explain it. So you're expecting it to automatically charge 240 for all three ports. So, and let's see some more. So this is a 3-in-1 watt, a 3-in-1 super fast charging. As you can see, 2 of them plugged in at the same time. If 2 are plugged in at the same time, the bottom one would do 100 watts, the top one would do 140. So that's still pretty cool. So it'd be 240 total. If you're using the 2 Type-Cs, 101, 140 in another one. Keep going. If you have Samsung, it does support the 40 watt fast charging for Samsung, which they need to make that a lot faster, obviously, but at least does its max capability. And it's compatible with over 1,000 devices, automotive grade battery cells, the real-time smart digital display, which is why many of you may even want to elect to get something like this because it has that cool little display right in this glass area, which we'll check out in just a moment. Looks like power anywhere at any time. As you can see, even on the flight, this is safe to carry on a flight. It is bulky. As you can see, it's 2.1 pounds. This thing is a little bulky, but you can just carry it like in your bag and you'll be good to go. Or if you're just going out for a trip, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the plane, but taking this on a trip will be helpful. And then it just tells us what we got in the box, which is only the box, the charger, a charging cable, and the instruction manual. So with all that out the way, does this really charge fast? Let's test that out right now. So again, it has that yellow design on the side. I really like how this looks. It feels like revving up an engine or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? You know, with the planes, and it has the inside of like the projector. Never mind. Don't even worry about me. I'm tripping today. But it's a really cool design. I like how this inside looks, and then it has this pushed out, so not just all in one. Then also on this side has the branding, same thing. But it looks really nice. Looks like this is a button right here. I thought this was just a part of the design. So this is an actual button that you would press. I'm not sure if it has, oh, it does have juice. As you can see, once pressing a button, this is what the display will look like. So pretty clear. It's actually pretty clear. It shows if anything is plugged into C1, C2, which is the type C's, and the USB type A. And it has currently a battery of 60%. So let's test the waters really quick. Sorry, I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible, so I'm almost finished. So that way you guys can enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so we have this one. So I plugged in one. And this is the type C that comes with it, 140. All right, let's see. So as you can see, the message disappeared kind of quick. There you go. So it's fast. It does fast charge the Google device. And when we look here, as you can see, it's fluctuating between 19.4. It went up to 20. Oh, it did it again. So 20. So obviously it fast charges the Pixel device. If you look here, as soon as I plugged it in, before in and out was both yellow, but now it's showing just out, which means it's showing that I'm only using it to charge outwardly. Even, let's do this as well. So I believe, even plugging this also into, like, for example, I have a DJI Pocket. So I have the latest DJI Pocket, and this one also fast charges the DJI Pocket as well. So that is also pretty cool as well. I didn't plug it in yet, but one moment. Let's actually test that out right now. So I'm currently using the DJI Pocket. You see the audio switched a little bit. Yep, so it is doing a good fast charge on the DJI Pocket as well. So this is also pretty good as well. And matter of fact, let me bring it to the camera. I'm gonna plug it back in so you guys can see it. So here, it's only pumping between 4 and 6 watts, and it could be because I'm using it at this moment. But it is pushing out, so it is going back and forth. And normally this thing charges fast with, when I'm referring to the Osmo Pocket 3, it charges fast with pretty much any really standard fast charging bricks and power adapters and so forth. So I'm not too worried about that, but I thought I would test it out. So the audio sounds a little bit different. Hold on, let me fix my mic back now. One moment. All right, so I'm back. All right, so before my audio was a little bit down, that's because I disconnected my audio. And if you're wondering what exactly I'm using for my mics, I told you I've been using the Hollyland, so the ones with the clip. So I think it's called the MS2 or something like that, but I've been rocking these ones for quite a while. This is what I've been using the last couple videos because I just love the clip on it. Just looks awesome. Anyway, but yeah, so far this is actually running very, very well. My only concern is how big this thing is. And it's a fingerprint magnet, but how big this thing is crazy. So it has a lot of battery, but at the expense of being like kind of chunky. It's not super bad. Just take good care of it. That's the best advice I could give. If you don't like this one, then I would say the next best thing you could do is they just had the small one released on Kickstarter. You probably missed that one by now because the Kickstarter funding has ended for it. But as you know, if they already released it on Kickstarter, then the next thing that is going to be released on is on this original website. So just be on the lookout for that as well. I will put a link to the website also in the description. And then I want to show this real quick because if you notice, remember this part? I saw this little part I like right here, but if you look right here, it looks like there's the indicator is right here. And this is orange. So if we go back here, so if we're going back to Amazon, remember we were doing the indicator. So the indicators, let me find a picture of it. I think I may have passed it. Yeah, I think I did pass it. I think it was right here actually. But as you see, there was 3. There was the fast charging, which was yellow, standard charging, which was blue, and then green was just trickling, meaning it's light. So 1, light, standard, fast charging. This one, I'm guessing this is supposed to be yellow. So it kind of shows like an orangish color, but I'm guessing this is actually yellow, not orange. It just looks orange to me. As you can see it, let me try to get a little bit closer without messing up the detail of it. See how it's kind of like buzzing or pulsing? So based off of the color changing, it shows that this one is charging up at a 3. I mean at a fast charging. And let's also confirm, is this for real? Because I said it fast charged also for the DJI Pocket. So I'm gonna mess my audio up just a little bit so I can switch my mic out. One moment. All right, if you guys can hear me, I'm plugging it into the Pocket. So the Pocket 3. So the Osmo DJI Pocket 3. And as you can see, same thing. So it's the same thing. It's pulsating orange, or I would say, I guess it's yellow, but it looks orange. But for the same exact thing. All right, so I'm back. All right, so I do one more, and I know this is gonna be a quick video, but kind of made it a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I'll show one more thing. I'm gonna grab an iPad really quick so you guys can see if that fast charges too. All right, I promise this is the end, but I do want to charge one more thing. So the last thing I charged, and I actually haven't charged this, so it's kind of dead on me, but all right, I'm charging up the iPad right now. So same thing. Again, if you pull it up here, you can see the indicator will tell you. Wait for it to load, there you go. So I'll wait for it to focus again. Maybe it's because I got this one in here, it's trying to focus it too. All right, so as you can see, it is pulsating yellow again. This shows that it also fast charges your iPad, which means it should also work with your iPhone and many other devices. If it does do like blue or green lighting, then it just could be the cord you're using if you're not using this cord, or it could be just the device itself is not fully compatible with this power bank. But it is compatible with over 1,000 of you saw. I've done so far the Pixel, I've done the iPad, I've done, what else did I do? So I did the Pixel, the iPad, oh, and the DJI Pocket 3, which I'm using right now. And also, I guess for the sake of showing you, even if I charge this up, if you notice, here's a difference. Look, so now I'm charging up the Hollyland itself, but look at it. I'm guessing this is blue. It looks kind of like an ice blue, but now this is blue, which means this will not fast charge these, but it will only do a standard charging. So only standard charging. As you see here, again, blue means standard charging, green is trickle, and yellow is fast charging. But on this device, it kind of looks like orange is technically yellow. Ice blue or white, which kind of looks that way to me, is the standard. And then green is supposed to be trickle. So now we've tried 4 different devices. All right, YouTube fam. Sorry, I wanted to make that quick, but I went a little bit over what I needed to go over, but it's good because I can show you guys more examples. Let me know if you guys have any comments or any questions. Hit that like button, join the family, hit the subscribe button. Again, if you don't like this chunky one, they do have a smaller one that just released off of Kickstarter. I know the campaign is over with. I think it ended this morning or yesterday morning. But just look out for the smaller version of this one on this website. It should be there soon since they just released it off the Kickstarter. All right, take care, YouTube fam. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for hanging with me through this video. Take care. Peace.